Alright, this is just another quick introduction and another tool. You might not use it too much, but it's always just good to know that it's there, and it's going to be our blend tool. And you can find it right here. It's W for the blend. I have two shapes already set up. We have a square and a circle. I'm going to select both of them. And for the selections, just a refresher, you can click and drag and select over it. You can click on one, hold down your shift key, select the other one, and so on and so forth, and it'll select each one's from there. But for our blend tool, we're going to click on it, click on the first, click on the second, and it's going to do a transition between the two. So in this case, it's just via steps. So it's sort of a blend between the circle and the actual square. When you double click on this, you're going to get a blend options menu pop up. Click on your preview. So right now we're just seeing that it's smoothing. And if you want, you can go in and try to change it and see what the specified steps does. I'm going to hit my up arrow. Oh my gosh, there's going to be so many of them. Right now it's doing, what, 61 steps. I'm going to hit OK. Let's just leave it at the extreme so you can see it. And this is, I mean, it has its applications, I suppose. One thing that's really nice for it, though, is the sort of patterning that it gets. In Photoshop, you're used to your clipping masks or your selection tools. If you get something that you like, and then you can paste and then paste into and that sort and add that pattern. You can do similar in Illustrator. So I'm just going to grab a plain box. Let's say this is going to be this box here. Is what I actually want our pattern to be, and it's going to be this pattern here of sort of the linear radiation that we just created from the blending of the two objects. Select both objects or anything that's under it, so you probably will just want to do a click and drag so that way you know you have everything. And when you use your right click, you're going to see this guy right here, make a clip-in mask. Click on that. Your objects appear to disappear, but think of this as like sort of looking through a window pane. The curtains, they're still behind there, but you don't have to see it because the window's sort of blocking it out. This nice sort of pattern within the shape that you created. If you hold down your shift key, you can see what happens. It's actually going to take that pattern and just turn it into any scale that you want. Because remember, Illustrator is vector, so it's mathematically computing everything. And you have the flexibility now to edit from beyond that. So you can get really cool patterns with that. I'm just going to do some undo so we get back to this guy. The nice thing about the blend as a sort of detour to get back on track with that, it changes the forms to be volumetric rather than shape-oriented. So I'm just going to put like yellow on that so you can see, and no fill. So now we just sort of have this volume rather, this mass rather than lines. So you can use that to your advantage. You can use it during the construction stage, and you'll also find a lot of tutorials out there that are going to use that. Let's say you're creating a vase or something, or a bottle. It's going to use that tool. So just know that tool and how it functions, and it might come in handy down the line.